afternoon, children. Welcome back to English class. Today we discuss SA1 portion and grammar topics from all lessons. See, children, this is the portion for SA1 exam. First one is Clover Tenali Ramakrishna. Second one is The Snake Catcher, and third one is Little Hearts. Fourth one, What Can a Dollar and 11 Cents Do? And fifth one is At the Vegetable Shop. These 5 lessons will come in SA1 exam. And 2 more poems are there. First one is The Coromandel Fishers, and second one is My Dependence. These 2 lessons. First, Coromandel Fishers written by Sarojini Naidu, and My Dependence written by Rabindranath Tagore. These total 7 topics, 5 lessons and 2 poems will come in exam. You have to read these lessons and poems thoroughly, and from lessons, listening task and writing task, compulsory listening task and speaking task, you no need to concentrate in SA1 exam. See here, in every lesson, grammar topic is given. Those grammar topics we will discuss today, children. Please concentrate, and we will go after discussing that grammar topic from that particular lesson. We go to that class, the lesson, and we discuss the sentence, grammar topic which is mentioned related to that lesson. We go to lesson and discuss the matter, grammar deeply. See your page number, open your page number, textbook page number 8, textbook page number 8. In this lesson, first lesson, Clover Tenali Ramakrishna lesson, grammar topic, 2 grammar topics are given. These 2 grammar topics are very, very important. First one is sentences. Second one is conjunctions. Sentences and conjunctions. First one, we start with sentences. There are 4 types of sentences, and one more is added, that is optative sentence. That is comes under imperative sentence, another model. See, declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Declarative sentence or assertive sentence, imperative sentence, exclamative sentence, and interrogative sentence, optative sentence. Total 5 are there. 5 sentences are there. These are the sentences. Whenever you want to write, if at all you want to write any paragraph or any essay, these 5 lines you have to use in every paragraph. 5 lines only. These are the 5 lines, 5 sentences. 5 sentences you have to use. See, affirmative sentence or declarative sentence, saying that statements. See, one boy is running, I am teaching, you are listening, These are all are statements. Statements come under affirmative sentence or declarative sentence. Statements, negative statements also there, and positive statements also there. Positive, negative statements, I did not write homework. These are also statements, but those statements are negative. See, those are declarative sentence and declarative sentence positive, declarative sentence negative also there. Next, interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence are 2 types. First one is yes or no question, and second one is double H questions. Yes or no question answer must be either yes or no. These double H questions we can call open-ended questions. Open-ended questions, we have to give explanation for that double H questions. Next one is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence starting with verb. Get out from the class, One more example. One example I give for interrogative sentence. Are you reading? Why are you reading? That is yes or no question. Why are you standing? That is open-ended question. WH question. Why are you standing? If I ask one boy, he may say the answer. He wants to go to washroom. If I ask another boy, why are you standing? That boy will give different answer. That is that he has a doubt. Same answer will not come from that two boys. That is open-ended questions. That boy doubt is one and this boy doubt is another. Yes or no question. Am I teaching? If I am teaching, you have to say yes. Otherwise, you will say no. Here, this imperative sentence saying order or request, get out from the class, stand up. Instructions also, use this pencil, use HB pencil to write to bubble the circle, and next, please bring the water, please fetch me some water, please. We use imperative sentence to giving orders and instructions, at the same time request. Next, last one is interjection. Interrogative sentence and imperative sentence. First one is affirmative sentence or declarative sentence, interrogative sentence. Next one, imperative sentence. Last one is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence, there is exclamatory words are there. What are those? Wow, India won the match. Next, ouch, my leg is paining. Next, alas, his grandfather expired. This type of sad news and at the same time sudden feelings we can express in interrogative sentence. Optative sentence are there. Optative sentence, may God bless you. Wishes you can say in optative sentence. May God bless you. God may bless you. The wishes comes under optative sentence. See here. See children. This sentence, declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Declarative sentence or assertive sentence starts with full stop. Starts with capital letter, ends with full stop. Ends with full stop. You have to keep it in your mind. Declarative sentence starts with capital letter. Not almost all sentence. All sentence starts with capital letter and ends with. Declarative. I'm talking about declarative sentence. Declarative sentence starts with capital letter, ends with full stop. Next, interrogative sentence also starts with capital letter, ends with interrogative sentence starts with capital letter and ends with question mark. You have to keep, if at all, in case you want to ask a question to some particular persons, if at all you want to write some questions, last you have to write question marks. Next, imperative sentence. Imperative sentence also starts with capital letter. It needs full stop at the end. Full stop. On declarative sentence and imperative sentence, same in the sense, full stop you have to keep at the end and starting capital letters. Last one is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence also starts with capital letter and exclamatory mark you have to keep. Exclamatory mark, this is exclamatory mark, this is question mark, this is full stop, This is full stop. Optative sentence, sentence and imperative sentence and declarative sentence. These three sentence after these three sentence after you have to keep this full stop. This full stop. Optative sentence, imperative sentence and declarative sentence after full stop will come here. Interrogative sentence and interrogative mark means question mark, exclamatory sentence after exclamatory mark. These are the basic idea about sentences. Sentences very very important. Before sentences, words, words before letters. These all letters means A B C D first they should know, and words after letters, words, words after phrases, phrases after clauses, clauses after sentences. This is the process to write sentence. Here you see page number 8 and 9 page numbers given. See here, please show me the way to the library. Please show me the way to the library. It comes under this sentence. Belongs to which sentence? See, does it belongs to imperative, exclamatory, interrogative or declarative? Obviously it comes in imperative, because requests and orders come in imperative sentence. What a great painting this is. What a great painting this is. What a great painting. You are exclaiming. You are exclaiming that. You are exclaiming about that painting. You are wondered about that painting. So you have to you have to write beside the blank E, exclamatory sentence. Where can I find a sweet shop? Where can I find a sweet shop? What is this? Where are you going? Why are you coming? These all are interrogative sentence. In bracket you have to write interrogative sentence. Mother looks after her children carefully. Mother looks after her children carefully. These statement, declaration, assertive sentence comes under this sentence comes under declarative sentence. What happened? What happened? It is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. Now see, third Roman, page number 8, same page. Read the following sentence and put the full stop, question marks and exclamation mark wherever necessary. You have to keep full stops. I told already. Declarative sentence after full stop, optative sentence after full stop, and imperative sentence after full stop. Interrogative sentence after interrogative mark, question mark, and last one is exclamatory sentence after exclamatory mark. You have to keep. He got a good job. He got a good job. That is declaration. So you have to keep full stop, dot. Did he get a good job? Did he get good job? What is that? If he got good job, you would keep full stop. I mean, we answer is either yes or no. If he got full stop, I mean, if he got job, you would say yes. If he did get job, you would say no. Yes or no questions. What a great job! What a great job! You are exclaiming. So that is exclamatory mark. Get a good job first. What is that? Get a good job. The sentence which is starting with verb, we can say that is imperative sentence. Next, what is your job? That is also question mark. Have you finished your job? That is also question mark. Questions. I am ready to finish my job. I am ready to finish my job. Full stop. Is he ready to finish his job? Question mark. These are the sentences. This, if you know the basics, you can do very well in the exam. Lesson also you have to read very properly and thoroughly. See, so many are there. Your Majesty, yes, Your Majesty, exclamatory mark is given. I will make an announcement in our empire, that is declarative sentence. Chitravarma was the famous painter in Sri Krishna Deva Raya's court, that is declaration, that is statement, comes under declarative sentence. Next, questions also there. Questions also we find out. And what do you say, Ramakrishna? What do you say, Ramakrishna? That is question mark. These all types are there in this lesson. Your work is to find out how many declarative sentences are there, how many exclamatory sentences, and the remaining are there in this lesson. B is conjunctions. Conjunction is very important. Conjunctions are joining words or sentences. Joining words or sentences. Conjunctions are joining words or sentences. Conjunctions help us to not repeat the same word frequently. It helps us. Rama is good boy. Rama is honesty. Rama is good and honesty. The end is joining good and honesty. Sometimes it joins sentences and phrases also. These sentences, these words, conjunctions are very helpful to us. If we know the conjunctions, we can write passages and paragraphs very easily, and we can speak properly if we know the conjunctions. Without conjunctions, we can't write any paragraph properly, we can't speak English properly. See here conjunctions. See here. Read the page number 8, same page. See, read the following sentence and observe how the words and in bold are used. See, it is all your affection and encouragement. It is all your affection and encouragement. Both words are joined by conjunction, one conjunction and. People grew impatient, not patient, impatient, but the emperor continued to support him. There is a contrast idea here. Contrast idea is whenever there is a contrast idea, you have to use but conjunction. Bring him at once, or you will be punished. You have bring him, otherwise you will be punished. See these words. The word and join two words or phrases. Two words or phrases. And joins two words or phrases. Sometimes sentence also. It joins. The word but is used to suggest a contrast idea, means different ideas. Different ideas. I will come to school, but if my auto comes in time. There is a contrast ideas. He is rich but miser. He is rich but miser. He is rich but miser. Contrast ideas. We can use but. The word or presents an alternative or choice. These are called conjunctions. See, I drink coffee or tea. I drink coffee or tea. See, both if there is no tea, I take coffee. If there is a tea, I take tea. Choice are there in exams. You can write Roman A question or Roman B question. A question or B question. That is your choice. which is easy, you will write that. There are conjunctions and, but, are, at, so, etc. are joining words. Not only these, many are there. These though, although, even though, even if, at, but, because, these all are conjunctions. Many conjunctions are there. These all conjunctions you should know where you have to use those conjunctions. First you should learn. They help to join words or more words, phrases and clauses, and sentence also they join. It is raining heavily, so we won't go out to play. Page number 9. It is raining heavily. It is raining heavily, so we won't go out to play. It is raining outside, that's why we won't go out to play. He rushed into the hall and sat in the sofa. This is and these are that. The word and joins two words or phrases. Here, he rushed into the hall and sat in the sofa. Two things, two ideas are there. Two ideas are same, connecting the situation. We can use and. Read the following passages carefully and underline the conjunction. That is your task. Complete that. So many conjunctions are there. Conjunctions you underline, and conjunctions are very very helpful to us. These conjunctions we have to use properly. Children, see in page number second lesson, the snake catcher. Second lesson, the snake catcher. First lesson is completed. Second lesson, the snake catcher. Once you open the snake catcher, page number 24, present continuous. Observe the pictures and read the sentence. They are swimming in the pool. Two boys are watching how they are swimming. They are watching the TV. Their children are swimming in the pool and they are watching TV. The boy is writing, mother is cooking. These, see here, all these sentences in the above picture are giving information about ongoing actions. Ongoing actions in the sense they are going now at present. We write sentence in the present continuous tense. Present continuous or present progressive. Present progressive we can use, both are same, to describe a continuing or ongoing action at the present time. Ing form of the verb is used in this context. Present continuous tense. Present continuous tense structure is subject is, am, are plus V4 plus object. This is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. Present continuous tense structure. Present continuous tense structure is subject is, am, are plus V4 plus object. What are the subject? I is subject. I is subject. I after what will come? Does it does is come? I is teaching English. Is it right? Does I after is will come? What will come? What will come after I? I after am will come. Will R will come after I? R also will not come. I, we, you, they, he, she, it after. See, I after am will come. He, she, it after is will come. We, you, they after R will come. See, I am teaching English. You are listening. You are listening. They are reading. These are present continuous actions. Present continuous actions we can use in simple, I mean present continuous tense structure. You should know that 12 tenses structures and 500 verb forms up to V5 form. You should know the verb forms which are using daily. Those verb forms, you if you by heart, you can uh, write or you can speak properly. Here you see, see here he gave page number 25. Now fill in the blanks with suitable verb forms provided in the bracket. Verb forms are given, those verb forms you have to write. He is complaining about my handwriting at present. Present clue words are there. At present, now, look, listen, at present, don't disturb. These are all um, clue words. These clue words, if you know these clue words, you can do well in the exam. Look at the pictures. These are all present continuous tense actions. Present continuous tense actions, you see.